So I saw this prompt on Twitter, and I sent it to you, and let me know what you think. Name one experience that's been ruined. Well, name an experience. You're gonna name more than
Yeah.
one. Name an experience that's been ruined because it's too expensive now. And she says, "I'll start live concerts," which I kind of disagree with, but nonetheless,
Yeah.
she said, I still remember when you could see great bands for like $20 a ticket." Let me just start. You could see
Lying.
bands for
That was,
$20 a ticket. They
yeah,
weren't any
great.
ones that you know.
Yeah.
You can still
Like,
see a band for 20 bucks.
right. Yeah. She sounds like the people who were like, I saw Michael Jackson in the 80s for 40 bucks. Yeah, that I do. That is true. I've seen the ticket stubs. That's not what she's talking about.
Right.
You know,
You didn't see Green Day in 1999 for $20. I don't believe you.
no, you did not. No, 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 no. You
Like,
might
give
have
me a
paid
break.
it. It was less for 100, but you wouldn't
Right,
pay
for
for no
sure.
fucking
It
20,
wasn't no
30
20.
bucks.
But what you got for
Yeah.
answers?
So I had a couple. I wanted to kind of mostly go off the cuff with this one. The first one I thought of was traveling.
Got that one on
Like
here.
all the fees, and then you got like you have to use third party apps for hotels. Because you use third party apps for hotels, you can't cancel or reduce the time stays. That money's spent. Um,
Why do you use
the
third-party
flights,
apps for hotels?
you can get points and stuff. And
Oh,
it's
okay.
cheaper than the actual hotel stay itself. It's just
Gotcha.
less flexibility.
I book
Um,
directly with hotels specifically because I want someone to talk to if things go wrong.
I feel
So
you. Yeah, yeah. I learned my lesson. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the flights. The flights are obviously much more expensive, and there's the fees and the extra bags and all that stuff. Uh, you got Ubering to and from. The Ubers when you're on vacation because you're not from there. They do all that weird shit where they'll take the longest way possible and shit to try to run up the tab on you. Um, yeah, I'd say traveling is the first thing that came to mind for me. And then the second one was home ownership. That's it feels like that's like gonna become like an archaic thing at some point. You know what I mean?
um I had travel down here because I responded to someone said domestic travel, the value just isn't theirs. And I was like specifically domestic because
Yeah,
I
right.
was looking to get away next month. Just needed I just want to spend 4 days being a degenerate.
Yeah.
And basically a 4 day getaway in any major American city is like $1,500 now.
Yes.
And it's like,
Yes.
you might as well go to Europe. Like, well, there's no value here. Like, I could go to
Not
fucking
at all.
Greece for 2,000. So why would I like spend $1,500
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
weekend
you
in
can.
Philadelphia? Like, it
That's
doesn't,
about to say you can go on a cruise for 3 days.
it's just like I could go to Cancun all inclusive and sit on a beach for 4 days for less than a weekend in Atlanta. Like, it's
Yes.
like
Yes. Exactly.
between like Vegas, hotels are $200 a night. Your flight's $500, and so I mean you're at $1,500
Right.
between hotels and flight. And look, I like Vegas a lot, but I like Vegas when it was like a cheap bro weekend. It's not a luck. If I'm
Right.
paying luxury prices, Vegas just isn't. I don't
Yeah.
see the value. I used to show up when I lived in SoCal. I used to me and my boy Zeke. He would get to Vegas for cheap. I can't really say how, but he would get to Vegas for
Yeah.
cheap, and I would meet him there, and I could show up Friday with $500 and it would last me
Hmm.
all weekend. And I didn't, I mean, obviously there's certain things you couldn't do, but I
Right.
didn't feel like I was missing anything. Like I could
The
eat what I wanted to
experience.
eat, drink what I wanted to drink. We could gamble a little bit. 500
Hmm.
bucks a whole weekend. Shit, try that shit now. Like,
You be you have to go home.
yeah, like your first night you burnt. Like you just
You
you
done
go
like
you
you're
waking
done.
up like okay,
Yeah,
so
man.
like what are we gonna do the rest of the weekend? We can just watch TV. Like it's like
Yeah, I want to Netflix and chill.
yeah, on vacation. Like you go, yeah,
Yeah, dude.
I used to show up to Vegas with $500 and had a ball. I didn't feel broke. Like I thought
Hmm.
that was more than enough money for me to do everything I wanted to do.
Yeah.
It's just not. I just don't see the value in it. Like I looked at
Right.
going to a few different cities and I'm just like, dude, I might as well just go on a real vacation. Like it's not
Yeah,
worth
you're
it at this price point. So you got another one?
and that's what sucks is because like I remember someone pointing out that uh people who live in the States, part of the reason why we may or may not feel the need to travel abroad as much is because US is a huge fucking
Yeah.
continent and our states are the size of countries, some
Right.
countries. And so you can literally just go to like we have 50 individual provinces we can
Yeah.
visit and experience and you know what I mean? And now it's kind of been ruined because it's like, okay, yeah, like you said, I can go to Vegas and blow a bag, or I could go to Europe
And have an
for
experience with
fucking
it.
4 days
Right.
and be in front of the Eiffel Tower and then go to fucking Versailles and you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's kind of ruined it. Well, it's ruined a lot of things, but it's ruined the novelty of being in a country this big.
Yeah, you used to be able to just pop into a city on a Friday, maybe Thursday night if you
Mhm.
took Friday off of work, and kick
Right.
it through Sunday. Um, you know, we'll just with $500, give or take.
Yeah.
And look, was you balling out buying bottles? No, but you was straight. You could eat,
You were
you
still
could
good. You were
drink,
having a good time.
you had a good time. You didn't feel like
Weren't
you was
you
missing
weren't
anything.
counting meals and shit.
Yeah, like you found places to cut your corners. Like you would eat the hotel breakfast instead of going out to breakfast every morning. That's an easy way to save $30, or
Right.
buy bottles for the room pregame. Little shit that you do
There's little shit to do.
when you trying to vacation on the low. And but it
Right.
never felt like true corner cutting. It just felt like smart
Yeah.
way to stretch your money. And now you can't really you need to have real bread to travel now, like in a way that
Yeah.
it didn't used to be that way. Um and it sucks because I used to fucking pop out all the time. Portland, Vegas, other places, and it was a good time. It was, I used to go home to Minnesota a lot more when it was cheap to go there and back
Right.
but now it's like I'm not gonna spend $1,000
For
dollars
2 days.
to go sit in my hometown and wait on everybody else to get off work. Like I could
Right.
just go to Charlotte with that and party, or I could go to, it just makes it harder to go home as
Yeah.
much as I used to because the price point going home's supposed to be a little cheap link with your, family, and it's just not anymore.
And you can't even do that.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, yeah, like one of my good friends, she lives in Charlotte now, but she lived in Houston for a minute. And I was like gonna visit her, make plans. I started looking at flights, and I was like, "Ooh," like because it's like if you don't, let's say you can't get a Monday off or a Friday off, you're like, okay, well, I guess I'll just just have to fly in, fly out type shit,
Yeah.
whatever. But it's like, okay, by the time you spend $1,000 on the flight and like food, I would stay with her because like she had a place, whatever, like lodging. Okay, cool. You can't experience the city of Houston, and
Yeah.
everything there is crazy expensive, and it's also a vibe. So it's like I'd rather just stay home and like ball out here than go somewhere cool and be at fucking TGI Fridays.
Yeah, and it's like it's one thing to pop in and out of a city for, a little Friday to Sunday swing, get out,
Right.
catch a Friday afternoon flight, get there 5 o'clock, catch a Sunday night flight. You might be in the city 48 hours and, a little change. It's one thing to do
Hmm.
that for $500, but for 1,500, I'd rather just take a real vacation.
Yeah, you're.
If I'm already
Yeah.
it just gets the value is I'd have had no problem popping into a city because then you could do it a couple times. I'll do this when I'm in the city this time. I'll say that for next
Yeah.
time. But now it just gets to the point. I got another one, man. I just feel like quietly restaurants became a scam and like we don't talk about it.
Yeah.
What's going on with restaurants?
No, you're right because I I my check hits on Mondays, and so I like was just like I didn't feel like going anywhere to get food. I also just didn't feel like making anything 'cause I've been like making a lot of food. And so I was just like gonna on DoorDash whatever, and I was like really hungry. So they say never go shop on an empty stomach. It's like I also don't order food on an empty stomach. But so I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna order this and this. And by the time all the fees came up, it's like $50, and I'm like, what?
Dude, I was talking to my boy. He was like, this is like we have this conversation a lot. He was like, dude, date night, got a sitter. Wife and I, we go to an Italian restaurant.
300.
He was like, we got uh calamari appetizer, we split it. She got lasagna, I got chicken parm. I had two drinks, she had one drink. It was fine, pleasant, nothing remarkable, just whatever. Like I'm not in
A
a
good
rush to eat it
restaurant.
again. $150. And like we're walking to the car. and we're both like, why do we do this? Like, why? This is a scam. Like none of
No,
that
it feels like
was
a pyramid scheme.
like none of that was like anything I have to have again. It was all
Yeah.
fine, like whatever. But like we just spent $150 for lasagna and chicken parm and like a lukewarm calamari, really?
Yeah. Lukewarm calamari is crazy.
Like what is the point? I don't and I just
Yeah,
dude,
man.
I'm telling you, man, I can't. You go on a date, you can't get out of any restaurant for under 100 and something bucks now.
No, 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 no. Not at all.
It's just I don't like. Someone tweeted today. He was like, "Since when is six chicken wings $16?"
Yeah,
What?
dude. It's
I just don't order chicken wings at restaurants anymore because it's just like I'm not doing this.
yeah,
We've had this conversation before at a bar, me, you, and Lewis, and we were just like, we have to start saying no to some of this stuff
right.
because no, I'm not paying you $22 for 10 chicken wings. I'm just not.
Right.
There's no way your teriyaki sauce is that good. I'm not doing it. I'm just not participating in this.
Because you use the same one we buy at the store. So
It, it gets to a point where it's like, dude, I went to one spot, um, and I got a 10 piece. And I'm like, let me get mango habanero and garlic. I might have told this story on the pod before because I'm old.
Mhm.
Mango habanero and garlic parm. And she was
Yeah.
like, well, 10 piece, only one sauce. First of all, that's not industry standard, but whatever. She's like, but what you
Wait,
can
what?
do is get two five pieces and get one sauce on each of the five pieces. And of course, if you add the two five pieces together, it's more than the one
It's
10
more
piece.
than the 10
And I'm
piece.
like, what the fuck? Is this the mob? Does the mob run this restaurant? Like, who is
Yeah,
Tony
yeah, yeah,
Soprano
yeah.
back there? This is a
Yeah, it's
shakedown.
weird.
You're really trying to finagle me into
No, that's how they get
paying
you.
two
Is
dollars extra
you
because you
can't
don't want a
split the
sauce.
flavors. That's how they get you. Yeah.
It's just like, dude, this is a shakedown. Like, this is
Yeah,
starting to feel like you might as well have a gun in my
you're
face.
right. At one of the other spots I go to, they don't do wings by the number. They do like wings by the pound.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, cool. Let me get a half pound of. And I was like, can I get a half pound of lemon pepper, a half pound of like honey hot or whatever? And they're like, oh no, you can only get one flavor per like half pound. And I'm like, so I got to buy 2 pounds just to get two
Well,
flavors.
yeah. It just what mechanism back there is such that you can't give me two flavors on that every other restaurant does? Like it would be one thing if I
Yeah, I
was asking
don't.
for something out of the ordinary, but the
Yeah, if you
industry
ask for two
standard,
flavors of a 5 piece, that wouldn't make any sense.
correct. But like industry standard is a 10 piece is two sauces, but you've just like
Correct.
finagled a way to get an extra dollar out of me, and
No, that's nuts.
it just we gotta. I just be eating at the crib, man. Like
No, I feel you.
I have just started. I can't like I was the same boy I was talking to when he said he went out for Italian. I was like, if you go to 10 restaurants, how many do you leave going, wow, that was an amazing experience?
Right. Yeah.
Why do we do this?
Yeah.
Like,
Why do we do this?
why do we do this?
Why do
If you
we
go to
do
10
this?
restaurants, you might leave one going, wow, that was really great. That
Yeah.
was a great experience. That food was really, really
Yeah.
good. Most of it is pleasantly mediocre. Like you're like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Why do we
Right.
do this? Like I just don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. You
Yeah, it's crazy.
think about it. Like it's not even good. And I don't get it, man. I'm single, so it's where you go for dates. So
Right.
I participate in it, but like by myself, I couldn't even call it.
Yeah, it's interesting. That's true.
I told you about the the girl who took me out for my birthday. It was for
Yeah.
lunch, and she just like I have to do something for your birthday. I'm like, fine, whatever. And
Yeah.
uh, we it was like I got two drinks, she got a Coke. We split an app, and we got two entrees. And I remember it's a couple hours later. She's like, "Can you believe that was $150?" I was like, "Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's
Right.
it's what it costs."
Yeah.
Women don't know what anything costs. I was like, "Yeah, that's." It's like, is that what you have to pay? Yeah, it is. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Happy birthday.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's funny. I was joking around with like my siblings or whatever, and I was like, yeah, what people don't realize like when you're like a man dating, it's almost like having a kid because you got to like buy two of everything. you know?
You ever see those IG reels where he's like breakups are tough, but I'm eating out alone and my tab's $23. This is actually not
Yeah, so-
bad.
yeah,
He's always
yeah,
just like
yeah.
sitting there with like his chicken tenders and his fries and his drink, and he's like, I'm leaving this restaurant. My tab's only $23, so this breakup
Yeah,
ain't so bad.
and it became a whole thread of like guys saying all the shit they were grateful for once they like realized that even though the breakup sucks, they're like what they were like forgot that they liked. They're like, it's great having a nice being at a nice restaurant, and not having anyone ruin the experience of the meal.
It's actually nice to not have to monitor someone else's alcohol intake when I'm out partying. Like I could just
Right. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't like have to make sure she's straight because women can't handle their liquor. And it's
Yeah,
like, let
right.
me make sure she's not doing too much.
Hmm.
Ooh, I can just take care of myself. Cause
You don't
or
have to
the
worry about
like
like having to fight nobody possibly because dudes
I
are
have to worry
dudes.
about like I'm just, I'm only responsible for my safety. And
For
that's
me,
actually kind of
yeah.
nice. It's a nice change of pace.